Welcome to day 12. Can you believe it? Day 12 of Craft-o-ween, of the 13 days of Craft-o-ween from Spellbinders. How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you don't know me, I am Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and we have been going through, I didn't take my vitamins this morning. Anyway, we have been going through all of the days of, and I need to hit a button so y'all can actually see me. Y'all don't want to see me, do you? No, that couldn't be a thing. Anyway, we have been going through all of the days of Craft-o-ween using this fun box, and we have made a bunch of amazing cards. I have to say, I am very proud of the cards that I've made so far. Thank you so much, Jana. Jana loves me. I feel happy. There you are. Howdy, everyone. Anyway, we have had a bunch of folks already in here, and it's Saturday, and I know that there are other things that y'all could be watching right now, and so I'm not going to be a bit surprised if we have some of y'all pop into some of the other lives, because I know that there's other lives going on. There's always live streams going on at noon on Saturday. But I hope that you come back for watching the replay. Anyhow, Leslie says they are great. Thank you, honey. Yeah, thank you. And welcome in again to everybody. I wanted to make sure everybody gets their nice, big, warm welcome. Yay. I do want to go ahead and go over the... Is cat not working? I don't know. There might be a delay. I don't know. I have not tested all of the alerts this morning. I don't have time to test all the things, especially when I set up other things. But I am going to start off with, let's go ahead and take a look at the cards that we have done so far. So here was day one. We had the fun little, that way. We had a fun vampire. Love that one. We had... welcome. Day 2 was our raven. Day 3 was our poison bottle. Why is Terry Cooper sad? Day 4 was our cute ghost. So I made a card, and then I made these cute little earrings that I've been wearing almost every day since. And we have the fun alert for Todd. Todd is not here. He's on his bicycle ride, which is nice because yesterday he was too busy. We had on day 5 we had this spinning spider, so he spins. On day 6 we had the bone rattling skeleton where the body moves because I made him into a dancing guard. Day 7 we had our spell books and candles. Loved that. Day 12 super fun. We had this really cute little cocoa mug that lights up and the ghosts light up. And then this one, day 9, I think it was day 9. Anyway, had a slider card. And some of the new products that I've been on day 10, we had this easel card that was popped up of that fun flower. And then yesterday we had a pop-up card. Yeah, a DIY pop-up card, which turned out super nice. I loved how that one did. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed all of them. I really do. One of the news, we used some products also from Pearblossom Press during all of these. All of these cards were made using dies from this box. All of that. So next year when Craft-o-ween comes around again, make sure that you get your advent calendar early. It's sold out before we even started showing y'all what was in it. So you want to shop early for it. This thing has been jam-packed. Has this been worth the $50? All the dies? You guys have to tell me. Do you think that so far, all of the dies that we've done, all of the cards with, I mean, most dice sets run anywhere from like 10 if you get them on sale to like $50 just for one die set. This has been so far, we have opened up 11 little die sets. Yeah, and the price for this box when it was available was only $50. So I would say, yeah, get the advents. There are a couple more advent calendars that are coming up soon. We've got the stitching, and I believe you're going to be able to see that probably this month, I think. I did not get the stitching. I just don't have the time with all the projects that I do to actually do stitching ones because they do take a little longer. They are gorgeous, but they do take longer, so I did not get the stitching. But there is also the regular Crafty Advent. I did get that one, and we're going to be opening that one up in December. So you do want to get those as soon as they come available because otherwise you might miss it. Jana says, I want all the advents. I need a sugar daddy. That is true. Speaking of things and shopping and things, there is a sale going. Well, there's always sales going on at some of our favorite places, but right now, I got an email this morning that showed that scrapbook.com has got a free shipping thing going on, and we know that shipping is probably the biggest bear in the room, right? So be sure to get that. I did put a link to my my affiliate link to scrapbook.com in the chat for you guys, so you can get that. Also want to go over some new events that are coming up. I've been telling you what? What is that? Leslie loves the crafting advent calendars. Yeah. I have to confess, I have zero ties. I've never made a card. What? Delvine, there's lots of ways to make a card other than using dies, okay? There's a lot of ways. I've got a lot of different things on my channel, so you can see a bunch of them. I did just finish... Do I have the card out over here, or did I put it somewhere else? I probably put it somewhere else. I did a... I've recorded a video. I have not... Yeah, I haven't done it yet. Let me grab it. And this is a sneak peek, if I can remember where I put the darn thing. It's for a summit coming up that I still have to edit the video for. Where did I do it? Anyway, it's actually stamps and dies and inks. So there's lots of different ways. Is the Christmas Advent calendar? Yes, these are ones from Spellbinders. There are other companies that do them too. I do a lot of stuff from Spellbinders. I'll be honest. Number one, Spellbinders is my favorite, my absolute favorite company to get stuff from. Spellbinders, scrapbook.com, Scrappy Tales, all the things, right? They're my favorite. It also means that when they say, do you want to play with this? I can't really say no. I have trouble doing that. Oh, Leslie says, you mean I have to use what I have? Yes. But there are a lot of videos up on my channel, so you'll be able to see a lot of different ways that you can create your cards. And I am planning on working on a series inside my membership, starting from like how to fold a card base. What are these different card weights that we're talking about? You know, some of the basics starting from there and going on up. So if you ever have any kind of questions, just pop them in the Discord. I think there is an ideas and suggestions area. Pop it over there so that I know what you're actually wanting to know about first. That way I can make sure that I can put something together for it. If y'all don't tell me some of the things some of the questions you've got, I can't work on trying to make the time to make all of that. Anne says, I need all of these, but hubby says I have to... I know you said that, honey. You keep telling us. Jen, she kind of complains a little bit about this. Her hubby has bought her all these fun tools. And now he's saying, you can't spend any more money unless you put money aside for a bigger house because we don't have room for it all. I mean, I love that. What my husband is doing right now is he has finished cleaning his junk room, because over time you collect stuff. And he is an electrical engineer. No, he's a mechanical engineer. He's been designing speakers for years. So that means we have all the little things that have to do with that. And he's been doing that for well, I've been with him for 20 years, almost, I think. Yeah, we actually got together in 06. We met in 05. So I've known him for 20 years, and he had been doing this for at least 10 to 15 years before that, I think, with multiple companies. So that being said, he had a lot of stuff, and he has... Right now we've got our front room is full of junk that he's planning on getting rid of. And now he's going through the closet in my junk room. At least he's only going through his stuff. He did go through a photo album, and he said he was throwing them out. I was like, what? You're throwing away a photo album? And he goes through there, and there are pictures of when they were doing construction on a house up in Michigan, and he doesn't have the house anymore. He doesn't care about. He's thrown out a bunch of pictures about things that he does not care about at all. No, but we're not going to give these things to anybody. So if it's not something that we enjoy, we're going to start getting rid of it. I'm just concerned if he starts trying to throw away my stuff. I have a lot of pictures that I need to go through from 40 years ago, 30 years ago, that I haven't looked at. But yeah, I have a lot. We had basically, our 2 spare bedrooms have basically been full of stuff. Mine is mostly full of card making supplies, my overflow. We did have we had a universal weight machine, and we had this, I don't know what the thing is called, but it's the one where you hang on it, you prop yourself up and you do the leg lifts for your abs. And it looks like it's brand new because we never used it. So we are getting rid of those. So that was a big part of what was in that room. My hubble will just toss anything. I have to keep a sharp eye out. Yeah. Well, Todd knows not to throw my stuff out. But there's some stuff that I haven't seen in years because we put them in a closet because it was, or I was going to use it later. But he does occasionally say, hey, can you sew something for me? And I was like, okay, let me find my sewing stuff. And it's in that closet. So anyway, yeah. I think I know what I was going to talk about because I just showed the sale thing that had to do with the free shipping. I just showed y'all that. And the link is in the chat for you. And it should, yeah, posted it again. But I also wanted to show you guys the new events. So this is also for you guys that you want to do crafting, but you don't know what to do, or you're struggling with that next step. Me, I just grab a die. If I get a stamp set or a die set and just start playing with it, the ideas start to roll. Okay, you guys have seen it happen because I am a seat of my pants crafter the majority of the time. So the first event that is coming up, I got a bunch of stuff. I just changed this. First thing we have coming up, 12 Days of Christmas from Justine Hovey. So that is a new event coming up. We've also got the Makers Retreat, virtual Makers Retreat from Erin Reed. And of course, I told y'all yesterday about the Art of Handmade Summit. So I have added those to my link bio. First page, top of the page, you'll see the 3 different things. If you're interested in any or all of those and getting your free tickets, click, 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 go into my link bio. That is the wrong, and put both of them up there. I didn't realize I was going to put both of them up there. The link to my, it didn't. Okay, I'm going to copy my link bio link out of, it looks like I need to fix something, so just letting you know. So in Discord, it posted on YouTube, it posted the hobby school link. On Discord, it posted my link bio link. So I just put the link bio link again in YouTube so that you guys have got it, because I do have all of those 3 events on that one thing. I also am sending out, probably went out at 11:30, I don't remember, but I've sent out an email today with information about each of those. So, okay, so you guys have got that information. I need to remember to fix this. Let me grab a Post-it because apparently I didn't fix the link on my thing. Add link bio to Twitch chat for events. Okay, so great. I am planning on keeping that up to date for you guys. I do have some additional things coming up. So those are the 3 for the beginning of September. We've got 3 for October and 3 for November, I think. Open first mail today, and it took me to wait for you on the 2nd. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. I also don't know why the ghost is not working. Did I turn off my Halloween stuff? I didn't think I did. We are going to get started in just a second. On the plus side, Todd's not in the house. Okay, Kitty did go, so I did hear him. Okay. We're good. Let's go ahead and get started. And I did not adjust the light, but I thought I had. Adjust. And that's not working again. Y'all know me. It's like when I saw that everything looked good to begin with, I thought, oh, I'm good. But it looks like it was only good on my face cam and not on... Why is this not working? It's the camera hub. I have to complain about this a little bit. Why is that not working? Okay, I'm going to switch back to my face so at least it looks right, and then I'll do this in just a second. Actually, why don't I do this? I will be right back.
and subscribe to the channel.
Okay, looks like I've got it kind of sort of fixed, but now my face is gone. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but that's okay. There. I'm up here again. Okay, you guys are here. Yay. I try to make these cleaner so that it looks good for the replay too, because you know I have got this much patience sometimes. Okay, here we have the box. We're gonna look at the box again. So I've been telling y'all the things that are inside the box, which I didn't, because my box is getting full. You see this? It is getting really full because I'm putting everything in packaging that I'm going to store it in. So you do get a package of sequins and you get these fun sentiments. We'll go ahead and read those off again for you. Hope you have a Halloween to die for. Enter if you dare, which was what we used on the front of yesterday's card. Yeah. Trick or treat, you're so sweet. Have a bone rattling Halloween. Creeping it real, which we also used on yesterday's card. I love this. It turned out so fun. I love that. Monstrously fun wishes. Wishing you a mysterious Halloween night. Cheers to spooky sips. Halloween. Happy Halloween. Have a fantastic night. Magic and mischief await. Positively pumpkin-tastic. I want a piece of you. Stay spooky, boo, have a treat-filled night, and have a hauntingly good time. And so far, we have had a hauntingly good time.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
Okay, so all this is all of the ones that we've done so far. Look at that. They all each started off like this. We have 2 left. Only 2 left. So we're going to do day 12. Let's go ahead and move this guy out of the way. And let's take a look and see what is in day 12. So Anne Marie said that she went to the Spellbinders site and it looks like you can't order the advent calendar yet. I can only add it to my favorites. Absolutely. And that makes sense. It is a little bit beforehand. I think the stitching one is coming out next month. Don't hold me to it. And I know that the crafty advent is coming out soon too, but I think it's still going to be a little bit. Jen says drum roll, and it is going to be, we have ourselves a witchy cauldron. Yes, love that. I do have to admit, this is one of those things that I like that idea. I like that design. I made for one of the summits, don't ask me which one, I've slept since then, but one of the summits coming up, I used a Cricut to make something similar. So, even has a little skull. So let's go ahead and put all the things on our magnet so we know what we have. We have our cauldron. So this part is for the darker black, so it's basically going to be for trim going behind the top of our cauldron for our handles. Hey Reese, welcome in. We have our bubbles for our bubbling cauldron. We have a bone and a straw. We have the rim that goes around the top of our cauldron. A little skull. This one is our little witchy legs. So like what they have there. And then this one is the back piece for the skull so that it'll have the black coming through the eyes. And we've got the little stripes that go on her legs. And then we've got her shoes. So now I have to think colors. So I don't know what colors I want to use. I mean, I could definitely go with basic black, but I kind of don't want to do that. And I'm also thinking shiny. What do I have shiny for the cauldron? Hello, Miss Ilka. Welcome in. I don't know that I want to do a silver. Do I have any? I don't know if I have any shiny purple. That would be nice if I had shiny purple. Okay, this is pink. I could do a pink cauldron. That would be different than what we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of spooky. What do y'all think? Do I need to... Oh, shiny. I don't have any black. Oh, wait. I do have something from another company, but that's not Simon Hurley, I think. And let me see. Okay. Why do I not just think of this every time? We're going to do black. Remember what I did with I've done it with a couple of different things. More than a couple, to be honest. Most recent was when we did on Tuesday night this week, the little gazebo, and I used black cardstock and then went over it with some of the solar sprays. It gives it a really cool look. So that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be really, really cool. We're going to use some solar spray on them. And I can do the same kind of thing with the bubbles. We can use all solar sprays. Oh my God, that is going to be so cool. Yes, so let me get out another piece of cardstock. Do I have any cut already? I'm going to leave that because we have it as a... Oh, here's a piece. That's not one. Here's the piece. Here's a piece. And I've got my little Simon Hurley. Simon Hurley, Simon Hurley, Simon Hurley is another one of my favorite companies, if you guys didn't already guess that. One of my favorite people and favorite companies, because he is basically both. So we got our cauldron, and we have the rim, and we have the handles. And we have the socks. Actually, the socks are not. This one needs to. We have her shoes need to be black. So that's all the black that we need. And I'm right-handed, so let me go ahead and turn it around so I can do right-handed things. Right? Everything's on there. Okay. And now we will just crank it through. I can't do the awkward die cutting like what Simon does. He is the master. He is just fantastic with that. I think it is so funny every time. And I hate that I miss him when he's live so much because I got stuff I got to get done. But there's our cauldron. There's the little rim that goes around it. There's the backing. There are her shoes. I kind of think I might put... Yay! I knew she said that she was going to, and I think she was saying it was supposed to be here, I think, like either yesterday or on Friday, so I am so happy she got her scout. So, Jana was saying, did you see that ECR, Elizabeth Costa Rogers, got her scouts? I am... Hi, Deadly! Stephanie says, I love Simon Hurley too. His videos are awesome. And then Terry Cooper says, oh, witch's drink. The legs are the glass stem and the cauldron holds the witchy brew. Yeah, it could be that one too. That, I think, is probably why there's like, the straw is so little, but that doesn't mean you can't use the straw from the other die set that was the... Ooh, we could do that. Should we do that? We could use the straw that was in the cocoa. Because the straw will be bigger than this one. That little straw is teeny weeny, but the other one would be bigger and would make it so that this would look more like it would be a thing. So funny when he does an awkward die cutting with a funny hat or mask. I know, right? I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm one that is like, I have my face, I would try to have it on the whole time and it would be too hot. I was never one that would wear Halloween masks because it would be too hot. That is exactly why. I think I've done the makeup thing for Halloween since I was like 7, something like that. Okay, so we've got the black parts done. Well, we have the black parts started. This one needs to be white. I think I'm actually going to put... I think I'm going to cut this out of black and then use this the paste also. And... I'm not sure what color I want to do her socks. Y'all need to help me. We could still do them orange. If I cut everything out of black, then I can just use the sprays. Stephanie says, I don't wear masks either. I do the makeup too. Ruth says, I finally made 2 cards so far for KCC 19. It cut them last month and it took me this long to get around to it. Yep. Orange for the socks. Yep, I'm kind of thinking I want to do orange for the socks. And do I have a little bit? I think I still have some orange. Yes, I do. I still have some orange glitter from where we used it a couple of days ago. Random line. Oh, dad joke. I forgot to fix dad joke. Let me put that one on my list. Fix dad joke. Random line. So that's where the command is supposed to pull it from a file, and it doesn't know where the file is, so it can't pull it. So it just says, oh, random line. Jen says purple socks. Well, this time we're going to do orange. But purple would be awesome too. And we're going to do purple glitter, and then we're going to have little black stripes on them. Okay, so there's that. And now I need... Do I have a scrap of white over here? I'm trying to use some of my scraps. And because I just found it... Has Idaho... Is that Idaho? Hey, Idaho! Welcome in, honey! I'm so happy to see you in here. I haven't seen you in a bit. I miss some of my buddies. I miss some of my crafty friends. And Idaho is nice. Yes, Idaho is nice. Ruth is trying to find out if she's been nice because she doesn't know. Ruth has been naughty. Terry says, Idaho is always nice. Thank you, Terry. That's super sweet of you to say for him. I knew it. Same as always. Ruth knew it was going to come back. Santa doesn't like her too much. She's been naughty. Okay. I'm probably going to do more than one skull because it's little, it's cute, and it doesn't, yeah. It's just another accent. Like, kind of like we did yesterday with all the bats. We did a lot of bats yesterday. I know, there's some of y'all saying, well, we could have done more. Oh, and this, I think, slipped. So I need to cut out more, I think. But more bubbles is good, right? And then we have our little glittery orange socks. Gonna do another one of these. Ruth says hello to all the Twitchy people. I like it when you guys come in to say hi. I should probably post over on Ryan's Discord. He's got a promote yourself area, and I always forget to use that on other people's things. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I did add on there that I'm going live every day. Okay, where is the thing? Because I'm pretty much done with the die cutting. Isn't that cool? Copy, paste. Oh, that's not what it worked. Copy link. Copy link. That's what I wanted to do. Bump, 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 bump. And then delete. Okay. Okay, so I just posted it in there. I don't know if it's going to do anything or not, but it's okay. Idaho, okay. Idaho hasn't been in for the last week. We've been live every day at noon. So let me show you what we're doing. And at the beginning of the live stream on YouTube, you can see the replay and see all the things. Craft-o-ween is for us crafters. And Spellbinders has an advent box. It's the 13 days of Craft-o-ween. Fabulous. We have been live every day making a card out of one of the die sets that came in here. The one that we did yesterday, love it. I hope you do too. We have had so much fun. This one is kind of spooky. Enter if you dare. And you open it up and it's a pop-up haunted house. I love this. This turned out so nice. I don't do pop-ups. I haven't done them in a bit, and this one was super easy, and it actually is laying pretty flat, so I am very happy with that one. But yeah, we've got a ton of them. I even made some earrings. I even made the earrings using one of the die sets and shrink eating. So I now have little ghosties on my ears. But yeah, and I've been posting on Instagram and stuff and Twitter and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, all the things. So you can see the pictures of all the things there. Plus all the replays are up on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put together our little skull. And then we're going to start spraying some of this black cardstock. Yeah. To make it the colors that we want it to be with these sprays. I love the Simon Hurley sprays. Yeah. I do think I'm going to need more than one skull. Oh, thank you, Idaho. He just followed over on YouTube. Thank you, honey. Okay, so we have that one. Let's get the dies out of the way and put away so I don't lose any of them. I mean, yesterday was just the 2 dies. This one we do have a few more, but these are nice little sets. And this box is definitely worth more than the 50 bucks. Alrighty. I want these to be, let me grab out my silicone mat. Part of this is so that I'll be able to see what I'm doing. Starting off with our cauldron. I think I'm going to leave the rim dark black, so I'm going to leave it. We've got the shoes. Has Idaho been good or bad? Bum, 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 bum. Idaho has still been nice. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave the handles black for now, and we shall see what we think. And it looks like there's supposed to be, there is a little place here on it. I need to look at the image here. Okay, there's a little highlight there that it looks like it's just impressed. It's just debossed. There's not a die to go with it to do anything with it. So you could always use a marker or something if you wanted to, especially if you colored these with brain not working. If you just use markers to color everything instead of using the cardstocks like what we're doing. Okay, first we've got our Simon Hurley workout. We're using the Simon Hurley solar sprays. Make sure that the lids are on, make sure they're screwed on tight. Ooh, Stephanie. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to look and see what last year's was.
To bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
Thank you, Idaho. So Stephanie said we might be able to buy this year's Craft-o-ween next year. You can buy last year's Advent this year. So I'm going to have to look and see if it's there and if I want it. I have so much stuff. I still have a lot of things to show y'all in the next couple of weeks. It's like, oh my goodness. I think I told you at the beginning of the year I was going to try to slow down, and guess what? It didn't happen. Okay, so I don't want these to be done yet. These are our little bubbles. Those are going to have some green in them. I might put a little bit of everything in them, but that's okay. So here we go. Jen says, thank you to Stephanie for the info. Okay, and now Ruth is trying to do a quote. And I don't know if it's, I don't know why it's not working. It should work because I fixed it and I tested it and it worked a couple of days ago. Okay, Tara, you have a great one, honey. Okay, so we have a little bit of the purple on there. And we have our jack-o'-lantern covering up the cauldron. And I'm going to see if my zooming in works. That was not the right button. That one does not work. So I have to use, it's where it's just not connecting to my thing. Okay. And this is purple, this is not blue. So this is purple, it's not blue, so sorry about the color not looking right. Now I'm going to use the pity party. I'm going to put some of that on there too. Okay, and then we're going to dry it and see what it looks like and see if we need anything additional on there. So I've got out my heat it tool, which I don't think I added to my link deli yet, so let me do that while I'm drying this. I know, it does, and it's where I can't change the colors. I really can't change the colors. I can change the ISO and the white balance. The white balance, maybe that's what's wrong again. Because it's supposed to be... Okay, if I go too warm, here we go. That's too warm, so everything's orange, and there's... Now everything's too blue. And I thought it was supposed to be like a 4300... Because also, if I tell it to do it automatically, it's completely wrong. Okay, some of these are still not quite dry, some of the droplets. Okay, so I just added the, believe it or not, that was kind of, yeah, it does, on camera, it does look kind of blue, and it's not blue though, it is purple, and you'll see it in the photos that I take after the fact, but yeah, it is purple. Let's see, does that one show it any better? Not really, this one, it still kind of looks whatever. Hey, Miss Vanessa, welcome in, honey. I think I want some green on here too, though. So, Leslie says it looks purple to her. Okay, well, it's actually a little bit more of a redder purple. It's a little bit brighter. Just like this one is supposed to be. Yeah, these almost look right. These are kind of, they actually look have a little bit more red in them to me. Simon Hurley workout. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so we got a little bit of green going on too. Okay, that looks better. So for these guys, I definitely want some green to go with my bubbles. But I'm kind of thinking, I think I might want to use paste on these instead of the spray. So it's kind of a smoother look. So here's my crocodile tears, and beluga. So we have some green and some blue. Ooh, I need some yellow in there too. So might as well put in some golden hour. So we're going to do all of those. And I'm going to do what I did yesterday and use one of my little sponges. Glossy accents. I would say yes to that, but I'm going to tell you something new. Something new that I hadn't tried on anything before this week, and that's this stuff. Maker's Magic. It dried so fast on those candles the other day. Okay. I was surprised. It did dry really fast on those candles. Okay, so this I'm just going to put off to the side and let it finish air drying while we're doing our bubbles. And the reason I'm using the solar paste is it's going to show up really nice on the black, okay? And it'll anywhere I let it not show through, it's going to still, you're still going to get that little bit of black, and that's going to still look good. Cool, so this one was beluga. I'm going to clean off my palette knife. I'm making this, again, more complicated than it actually has to be, because you don't have to do all of this. You could just use colored cardstock and be done with it. But how could I not use Simon sprays? I mean, I love them. So we have blue, and then we have, this one is green. It looks yellow. It does not look green. It does not look green. Stephanie, what? Yes, paste for the bubbles. So why did you have that evil face? Or were you just saying that we're being devilish? Yeah, I don't know why you got mad. Are you mad? Don't be mad at us. We love you. They both look off-white to me. Yeah, I know. This one's blue. This one's yellow. This one's blue. This one's green. And then this one, I'm going to put it on this side, and I'm going to put them in order in front of me so I know which is which. And this one is gold. I think I need a little bit more blue because I've got more of the other two down than this. So I don't know what's wrong with Stephanie. Are you mad? Stephanie, talk to us, honey. So for you guys watching the replay, this is why I'm asking the question. She put these evil devil guys that look like they're angry at us. Oh, okay. So she says, I'm not mad. It's just a devil face for Halloween. Okay. We'll accept that. Putting a little bit more of the blue. And I have used more of the blue than the others, which I'm not sure, other than my favorite color is blue. I was worried. Honey. Okay. I think I want to start off with some of the green. Okay, so I've just got a little bit on here. And Miss Ruth is a baddie. So just so you can see, this is green. Let me find my... I'm always looking for my tweezers because I put them in different places. So... does that look green or not? I think that looks green. Okay, Stephanie says now it looks green. Yes, this one now looks green. I know what I need. And you'll see in a second why I'm doing that. I'm trying to put it on there so that it will kind of sort of stick. I don't want that one. I want this one. Jen says, we are a fabulous, caring community. I probably don't have enough on here to really make it bubble, but I'm going to try. I also haven't done this technique either, and I'm kind of inspired by what Elizabeth did. I think she put more of it on there. You also don't have to use a sponge or anything, but I didn't want the stuff all over my fingers and then I would get it all over everything else. So it did bubble up a little bit. Let's put... I really don't care if any of this stuff mixes. I'm going to put some of the blue. And we're going to see how that looks. Okay, now that is starting to bubble. Hey, Maureen, have you been naughty or nice, honey?
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, and then I also put some of the gold on here too. So this is going to be kind of... Okay, what tool am I using to attach? The tool I'm using to attach is a bone folder and tape. Yeah. Because I didn't want to burn my hands, but I also wanted to get to the edges. So how do you like the bubbles? I think they're a bit light. Ooh. But we can also fix that. They look like great bubbles. So now I've got a little bit of the darker color on there. And now I want other colors. I'm sorry, now I want other colors. I'm having fun, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, no, I'm not sorry. Why is this not wanting to go in the drawer? How about some of this? This one is Mood Ring, so it is this color. Yeah. So I am playing right now. I am just mixing a bunch of stuff together and getting stuff on my fingers, and it is what it is. Now I need another sponge. And since none of this is going back in the package, since none of this is going back in, it doesn't really matter. Look at that. Now this would be really cool if I had some black. I don't have any black. I don't think there is any black. So as we're adding color, and it's bubbling, look at that big purple bubble. As it adds bubbles, it also adds a little texture on there, so when I put the next layer down, it lets the stuff that's in the back stay. Oh, this is kind of cool. So let's look and see what it would look like. It is a little light. It is a little light. That's okay. I think I need some... Do I have a dark blue? I have no diving. I don't think I've got a dark blue. This is where I may have to use another company's paste, depending on if I have any in here. We also have some Black Opaque Distress Paste. So here's a couple of other pastes that I have. I have this stuff. But I need to use it on something. I will do it on another thing. And then I've got this one that is kind of a shiny, shimmery. And this one is from TCW. And I don't even know if it's any good anymore. I'm assuming it is. I haven't used it. Okay, it's still good. And if I don't have enough color showing through after I get done with this, you know what I'm going to do? I'll add more. Plus, I can do that with the others. And I have no idea if this bubbles up or not. I'm assuming that it does. Oh, it definitely bubbles. Oh my God, look at that. So I do need more darker green. Okay, I could spend all day on this one little thing until I get the look that I want. It's going to be an awesome witchy brew, yes. Okay, I think this one's going to be it. I probably used a lot of colors I didn't actually need, but that's okay. And I'm kind of thinking I only need the one thing of bubbles. I don't need the rest of it. So I'm going to put the rest of the stuff away. I'm going to put my palette off to the side, and I might do some things after the stream and play with the rest of the stuff that's out so I don't waste it. Actually, I could. Let me just do this real quick. I'm going to just do a little bit of cleanup. And I just need a piece of black cardstock for that. But look at those colors. That is so pretty. And now I have, once it dries, I will have some shimmery cardstock that I'll be able to use for something else. I figure that's going to be for like die cutting something out. How long are, Ruth wants to know, how long are your, with how long your streams go, make sure they don't dry out. I know, right? So that's why I did that, because like, okay, yeah, I kind of need to clean all this stuff up. Let me put the pastes in a drawer. I will rearrange them later. And you guys know that I am trying to... Okay, so Jen says, love reminds me of your last class. Yes. Because what was I doing? I was playing. We had a really good time playing with the pastes. And yeah, so we had a good time. All the fun things. Now I can start putting these guys together. Going to add some black to this part of our handles. And all it's going to do is going to make it so that the handles are out by the sides where they belong. And I really like that Spellbinders has created that base part. Now if I can actually position them right. That base part so that we know where they're supposed to go so that they line up nicely. So there's our cauldron. Here's our bubbles. Ah. There's our cauldron bubbles. Oh my God. That is really cool. Oh my goodness. I want to go ahead and put the rest on. And I need to decide, do we want to use the straw from the skeleton, the little skull cocoa to go in here instead of that little tiny one that they provided for us? I'm looking for this piece. I couldn't find it because it was small and it was black. For you guys that are in my membership, I did add a couple of new posts in there. There's a couple of little changes. I don't remember what one of them is, but I do remember what the other one is. Jen says yes for the larger straw. I don't think it really matters which way the sock goes, but I think I'm going to put it this way. Which way the stripes. There's a little bit of a curve on that. And Stephanie says, the bubbles look great, and yes, the straw from the other set. But I logged in yesterday onto the membership site and saw that I had an update for my software. So they've released an update. I think there's a little bit of it that's not quite working right. Some of the thumbnails aren't really functioning the way that they're supposed to. Okay, y'all can't see it because it's behind there. And I need to put this on white so y'all can see. That is so cool. Okay, put a little bit of glue at the top of our little socks here. And then I'm going to put my acrylic block on the top of that, and then I need to get out that piece, the piece that we're going to do for the straw, because I still need to do the straw. It's going off to the side, but do not lose the bubbles. Here's the bubbles. We need to keep the bubbles. The bubbles are really creepy. But they did update that, so right now I just added. I had a resource library part set up, but it kind of stopped working when they did their update. That's fine too. Let me get the box. Where'd I put the box? Hey, Miss Adeline, how are you doing, honey? But yeah, so I've turned off the resource library temporarily while I am able to fix the things and add the things in there. But of course, I've also got summit videos, other recorded videos. I've still got other things I need to get done. So I'm going to be doing all the things. I think I want to use the little bat too. So we'll go ahead and use both of those. And maybe the ghosty can go on here too somewhere. So just wanted to let you know that the resource library is not working at the moment. However, if there was anything specific that you know was in there that you didn't actually download yet, let me know so I can get that to you in the meantime. Okay. Okay. Bringing back out our little scout. And I need white for the ghosty. I think I want to do orange and black for the straw, so it matches the socks. I don't know why I put that over there. Hello, Jack. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do another one of the little skulls, because, yeah, why not? After I find where I put the dies. Where did I put them? I hid them from myself. Todd's feet. Ah! I told him y'all were going to love that. I still have too much stuff out on my desk. Okay. So here's this one. This is one from earlier in the week. That's day 8. What the heck did I do with today's? Because I wanted to do another little skull. See, that's part of my problem. I get excited and I start pulling things out and then I lose half my stuff. And a couple of my drawers are not wanting to function correctly, so I got to fix those today too. All right. That's not it. That was a different die set that I found yesterday. I did say I was moving them out of the way so I would not lose them. Correct? I thought that's what I said. I have my sentiments. I have the other die set. I have my Simon Hurley Scout. I did not put them in here. Now I have to look and make sure. These are so fun. And you know how when you look, you think it's on top of my, honey, there's no papers on my desk. That's the problem. There's no papers on my desk. Under the plates. No, I had it in one of the envelopes. In one of the things, in one of the storage things. That's going over there. It's not in that bin. I'm gonna check and make sure it didn't go in my garbage. I just looked under the mat. I've got it actually on top of a bin off to the side, and it's not there. I guess we're not gonna do any more of the little skulls for this one because I can't find them. Okay, I'm not gonna keep waiting because it's not under this. That was a good idea, but I moved that off of my desk, and I've actually got it on top of a clear bin. That's nothing's in the bin. Under the feet. The feet are not in the house. The feet are not in the house. Okay, we have the little straw. We're gonna go ahead and do our other little bat, our little bat stick. I hate it when I lose stuff. And this is you know where it is? I am so smart. I used the back of the magnet as the white part for you guys to see. It's right there. I am so dumb. I am so freaking dumb. All right, we're going to go ahead and do another one of these. Yeah. Go ahead. I want everybody to laugh. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Go ahead, laugh at me right now because you know what? I definitely deserved it. Leslie says, bingo! Okay. So I quickly need the back of the little skull too. So let's go ahead and do that one too. And this one, I'm just going to use a piece that was cut out wrong. Yeah, Ruth is doing what I said. She just laughed at me a lot. Yeah. It is what it is, guys. Because the back of the magnet is white, so I wanted to use that so y'all could see what I was doing because it was cute. Because this is cute. Sigh. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and type in some smiley laughing emojis and laugh at me too. It's totally fine. I get it. I laugh at myself all the time. So we have a little ghosty. We have two pieces of the straw. So we have a little straw piece, and then we have a stripe piece. So if we cut another exactly like this out of black, we'll have two straws. Okay, we have the skull backing, and then we have the skull front. And then we have one of our little bat stick things. Our little bat pick to go in the drink. That's a funny looking smiley face, Anne. I mean, Jen. And Takuti, yes. That's funny looking. Okay, we're going to do another one of the bats. And I'm going to take the corner of this, just this part of it, and do a partial cut. Have to move this around so I can get to it right. Partial cut so we'll cut out the skull. And we're going to cut this one out of black also. And do I have enough there? Yes, I do. I'm not leaving any of this scrap to waste, am I? I have sometimes thrown away scraps bigger than that. And so I've got that. I need one more of the face of our skull. why not do another ghost? Might as well, right?
We interrupt our program
Hey,
to bring you this
Danielle.
important message. I love you. Now
Thank
back
you.
to our show.
Thank you, honey. Okay. Let's run all of that through our Simon Hurley Scout, hoping nothing moved and that everything cuts correctly. Okay, so we have another ghosty and another skull face. And another straw that is mostly perfect. It looks like there might have been a little bit cut off wrong, but nobody's going to notice if the stripe is off by a little bit. And then we have another bat pick and another skull backing. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and put together first our little skulls because that's easy. I know, the cauldron's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Okay, this is an envelope, not a die set. So there you go. Now you can see the cauldron and you can see the bubbles. And here is, oh, I need to put this on too. So there is the ring and then the bubbles are going to go in there. So the rim of our cauldron is still going to be black. Oh, that looks good. And it's very possible I'm going to be cutting parts of these little pieces I'm putting together now. Once we get them in there. But that is looking so cool. We are right now at 109 and I'm thinking about using one of the backgrounds from yesterday or one of the ones in my stash for this. Kind of just focusing on, yeah, the pot would be fabulous for St. Patrick's Day. Absolutely. All you need to do is color all of the bubble part in gold instead, and that would be perfect. Pop out his nose hole, because that didn't pop out. There we go. So now we have 3 little skulls. We have 2 bat picks. We're going to have 2 straws. We have a witch. And I know there are a lot of... Hey, little honk. How you doing, honey? I hope I get to play some Fortnite with you guys. I really do. I miss y'all. I really do. I have been so busy I haven't had any time. Last night, poor Todd. Poor Todd. He's been working with this new company that's supposed to be doing the tooling for a project that he's doing, and they kind of haven't been getting back with him on things. So yesterday I think he had like about a 3 or 4 hour meeting with them, just going over all the details on his 3D design. You guys know how it is on just a 2D, because that's what we're doing. But on their 3D design, that they're working with these folks on, and he's been waiting for them to even follow up with him via email for like 2 to 3 weeks. He finally had a meeting with him yesterday, and he had to go back into his software that is finicky and fix all the things. Let's see, we normally have dinner at 8 o'clock, so I got everything done for dinner. I mean, I'm also lazy, so he usually does dinner for me, so it's not saying anything saying that I fixed dinner. He deserved it. But, I mean, he still didn't get done, and he didn't stop until about 9:30. And that's because his brain just got too tired to think. So he was starting like at 8:30 yesterday morning and went full steam, other than when he went and fixed food and then brought it in to eat at his desk, until about 9:30 last night. So it was like a 13-hour day for him. And he's still not done. Okay, so we have our 2 straws. And we have ghosts on the screen again. All right. So for backgrounds, here are a couple of ideas. First off, these are probably both too dark. I was originally thinking that. So we're probably not going to go with those because those are too dark. We have this one that was stripes, but it has hearts on the front. But it's pink, so I don't know that that would go good. Let's see what else I have in here. This one has oranges in it. Yeah, well, here's the thing. This is a big project that he's like the designer. They're the one that have to tool the thing so that they get to do, it's like injection molding, I guess is what you call it. Well, I was kind of thinking of pulling in the orange, but that is also a good idea, little honk. Stripes might work. I'm going to have to grab a different paper pad to do. I wonder how it would look. This is probably too busy. Yeah, that is way too busy. You would not be able to see a thing on it. Spiderweb, white spiderweb might work. And here we have mummies, and that's not quite as bad. We have black and white stripes. Somebody said orange stripes, so now I have to find them again. We also have orange ghosties. And this is a paper pad that's in my stash, and it's been there for a while. So that it is still very busy. It's not as lost. So you were thinking the stripes here. You can't really see the stripes on her, on the cup as much. I'm kind of liking the idea for purple, to be honest. But this pad doesn't have any purple in it. Let's see what I have in my bin here for purples. I know, that would be funny. That would still be too busy. That's too busy. Oh, but I was thinking that would be funny. So with as much as we've got going on in there, it kind of needs to be a little bit more solid. This one might work. And here's another purple that might work, but I'm not sold on. I don't think we need to put them on top of the peacock feathers. Ooh, that one would be pretty. I'm thinking this may be a good one. One of those. Because those are the ones, those have kind of got they've got kind of a damask kind of look to them, although they are not damask. Those are the ones that we did with that Better Press set when we were experimenting on all the ways we could use it without the Better Press. So we've got a few things to look at. This one has got a little bit more red to it, and I'm thinking it's like a reddish. So I'm not sure on that one. Somebody said the Stone Effect one. Let me see if I can find it. That one is probably the one I used with the Simon Hurley foam, and did I do one in purple? I don't see it in here. Okay. So you do like the purple drips. This one is using Simon Hurley 100% juice, and these are using Crown Me. So it's 2 different shades of purple. But I thought when she said that one about the stone that it was possibly one of the ones using the Simon Hurley foam. Of course, it could also be a gel press, because we've got the gel press thing too. But I'm not seeing one whether I did it with the foam. And here's another one that has like a has got two different shades of purple, but it's got the drippies. I do like that one too, though. Yeah, the rest of the stuff I think I've got in here are all gel press ones. Some of them are kind of interesting. So we're going to do some auditioning, I think. That's probably not the right theme. Okay. Too many panels. Too many panels, I think. Okay, so Stephanie and Jana both said, put the box on screen. You mean the Craft-o-ween box? You're wanting to see this again? Let me zoom back out some. So you're wanting to see this again? Or you want to see what they did? What they did was they had it on orange. Okay, so we have these guys. Here's the splatter. So we've got two different ones of the splatter. This one actually is a better press plate, which is kind of cool. This one is just, I don't even remember what I did with that one. I know that these are gel prints. It's another one of those gel prints. This one's actually using a die, and I stamped with a die, believe it or not. And then this one I think is really pretty. So we've kind of got like 5 general ideas. I'm going to take just the cauldron. There's the bubbles. I was making sure I didn't lose the bubbles. Okay, so we've got that one. Then we've got the drips. And I'm kind of thinking the drips are a little bit, they might be too busy for this. I probably have to use vellum or something with it. So we've got those two. And then we've got, this kind of looks like a mess that might be in the background of our witch's house, although there's not any green in it, or black. But that one's kind of pretty. So splatter, so I'm just giving you guys an idea to start off with, and then we're going to narrow it down. And then we have this one. And that one is a bit too busy too. Let's see what it looks like the other way. I'm thinking it's going to be, yeah. It does go kind of wallpaperish, but because it's so dark, it's a little bit too busy. These are not quite so busy. Well, they're busy, but they're more muted. So they look more like a soft background or a soft wallpaper. This one's the softer of the two. So those I think could possibly look good. The watercolor one looks good. Yeah, I like this one, and I kind of like this one so far. And then we've got my gel prints that I never use, which kind of look cool. I'm kind of leaning towards that or that. Those are the two that I like the best. So I'm going to let you guys decide. This one I would have it going that way. I could possibly have it either direction on this one. I'm kind of liking this one better. You guys let me know, what do you think? Stephanie likes the watercoloring one the best. Jen likes the one on the left. That's this one. So number 1 or number 2? Type in a number 1 or number 2 in the chat. Okay, so everybody is saying number 1. So we're going to go with this one. And now we get to put everything together. So I'm going to trim this guy down using my decal trimmer again. Yeah. I think I want to do a black mat also. Do I have a big enough piece of black cardstock, or do I need another card base piece? I think I need another piece of cardstock. Okay, so this is going to be 4 by 5 1/4 for the mat. So that's just what the mat, that's just the mat. And then this one's going to be cut down to 3 3/4 by 5. Kind of like this edge too, but I kind of want to have a little bit of the white. I guess I'm going to have to just cut a little bit off of each side. I know I fall back a lot to just using my, that is crooked, using my paper trimmers. You don't have to use a die to cut out what, you can cut out a die for the main shape of your panel, or you can use your paper trimmer and just go with rectangles. I kind of do both options. Stephanie says, I just ordered the decal trimmer. Can't wait for it to come. Yay! What you're going to find is sometimes having the right tool just makes things easier. You can do all the things without having all the tools. You don't need all the tools, but they definitely help. Like this one. My Pearblossom press, which you can't see it because it's clear. My Pearblossom press A7 T-square that helps me line things up and get a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch. I'm doing 1/8 of an inch on this one. Assuming that I cut everything right. It's close enough. But it gives me that little line that I like around the outside. And then I'm going to need to cut another card base. Where did I put? I had stuff out. I did. And then I didn't. I need to restock them in here too. So for a card base, I just cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock at 5.5. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4, and then we fold it in half. I have to clean this up because look, I have paste. I have paste on my scoring tool. I'm using a part of it that I never use, the handle, because I don't want to accidentally get any of the paste on my card base. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so that's going to look cool. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down too. And behind our little cauldron, what are we going to use? Yeah, having tools is definitely fun. I mean, I have made myself start thinking of it like if you're doing home construction. You're not going to, if you're doing any kind of renovation in your house, you're not going to use your shoe to hammer in the nails. It'll tear up the shoes and you won't get as good of it won't do as good of a job. Stephanie was absolutely correct. We will be using foam. I think I'm going to do it this way too. With a background like this, it didn't really matter which direction I went. So we're going to go here in the center. We're going to start assembling this little guy. That's going to be so cool. Yes, foam is life. And since we are almost done, I need to go ahead and start the giveaway. So let me push a couple of buttons to get that ready for y'all. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Shay is in here. I haven't seen you in one of my streams in a while, honey. How are you doing? I miss you. Thank you for popping in, hon. And be sure to type !join. You will like the switch. Oh yeah, absolutely. Anyway, be sure to type !join into the chat to get in on the giveaway. We are giving away a creepy cauldron drink, because I've got 2 straws. It's going to be a drink. Someone decided that they wanted this to be a glass. Yeah, I miss you, honey. I think to do this, I think I am going to go ahead and put our creepy our creepy bubbles over the top and go ahead and put that on there, and then I'm going to trim the edges of my little things that I'm going to add to the top of it so that it's going to fit right. And I think one of the other bubble things could have made it drip down, but you know what? I think we could have done that even without it. All we need to do is use the paste, like what Elizabeth did, and just kind of paint it on there and bubble it up. But look at those bubbles. That is just so cool. Thank you, Shay. We've been doing Craft-o-ween, 13 days of Craft-o-ween, Spellbinders box. We've been doing this for today is day 12. We've been live every day for the last 12 days. And we're going live again tomorrow at noon. So I will be here again tomorrow for you guys, whether you like it or not. So I'm thinking I want to do our straws. I think I'm going to put our straws together. So we're going to go do that. I could glue them together and then trim the edge, or not. No, I think I'm going to. I'm deciding things. Okay, so that I think is going to look good. I have a feeling I'm going to have to put my block on top of this with every single thing we put on there because, yeah. Did I put the acrylic block away? I probably did. Yeah, I did. So that's, again, moving things out of the way because it was under something again. Okay, and then this one, I think I can just trim a little bit. I don't have to do as much of an angle. I think we all want to see oh, okay. Jen says, let me go ahead and pop that up. She says, I think we want to see you tomorrow, but then what? Well, then on the 1st of the month, like we've been doing all year, 1st of the month, we will be having another live stream. I will be doing the club kits on the 1st, which is going to be Monday. So yes. Oh, Ilka, yay! Ilka says, I have the package tracking for my Craft-o-ween advent calendar. Should be delivered on Monday. So you know what? That means that means you get to post all of your new pictures and stuff in Discord and do it on Monday and on Tuesday so that Tuesday night we can show them off. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So Jay says, I've been in a couple of your lives. I've loved playing with the Halloween screen directives. Cool. Okay, so now we have 2 straws in there. I'm gonna mutilate my little skull here. So it's gonna look like it's in the yuck, in the foam. Yeah. I can't even think of words. Ilka says, where did you find the kit? She may have ordered it before they ran out. Because I don't know what dates they were supposed to be sending them. And hey, Maureen. Oh, God, this is so funny. I'm going to stick that one right behind our little skull there. Hey, Pam. Welcome in, honey. We are almost done. But the replay will be up. So the idea is kind of combining two. Oh, you found it on the UK website. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually order anything from there, but I think the last time I looked after Ruth said it was available, I think they may have run out too. Okay, so I trimmed it that way for that one, so I'm going to trim it this way for this one. So we're going to have a second skull. I know, I'm covering up some of those fun bubbles, right? And Ilka was sold out. That's what I was assuming. I can't do it. I do have a third skull, right? Where did I put my third skull? I think I lost it. I think it's good enough with just the one. What do you think? I think if I put this one on there, it's going to cover up too much stuff. So that little guy's going into trash. But I can put this pick tucked down right behind. Oh, thank you, Jen. Oh, by the way, everyone hit the thumbs up. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? I think this is so cute. I am happy with this. I've been very happy with all of them because what am I doing? I am just experimenting with all the things. Where did I put the magic of the foam? Well, my foam tape is around here somewhere because I used it last night. It's just hiding, so I'll grab a different foam tape because I do have different foam tapes. I think y'all love watching me rifle through my drawers. The ghosts are going to go on there too, but they're not going to be attached. They're going to be behind it. So I'm going to pop this one up first. But that was a very good question. You didn't want me to forget about the ghosts, right, Stephanie? Trying to make sure that I line it up and it does not show from the front. Okay, there we go. That looks good. I could, of course, use that black foam tape that I took out that I forgot about, but anyway. In Germany is a reselling craft shop where they await delivery at 12:09. Okay, I have to go back up and see what that was about because I can't remember. Oh, hi, what's his name? His name is Mozzie. Hi, Mozzie. So apparently Shay's puppy is mesmerized while listening to my name. Hey, Mozzie. Hey, Mozzie. I think it is so funny. I mean, there are some pictures in Discord that I have to turn into something. I have to because I can't resist. That Terry Cooper put up where her cat is right up at the screen watching me craft. So she took pictures of the kitty. And it's like, oh my God. And then Bethany's kids like to come and hang out, and they get upset when I can't. Oh, I'm putting it off to the side so we can put a I need to do that first. Almost forgot the sentiment, guys. We need to do the sentiment first. So this, with its exposed foam, is going up on my phone. And we're going to do the sentiment first. And my sentiments are over here somewhere. I put them down and then I lost them again. No, I didn't. Here's my dies. Here's the sleeve. Here's my sentiments. Okay, so Ilka says they only deliver in the EU. That makes sense. And what did this one say that we should put on the inside? So this one says, have a treat-filled night. We didn't even use the... I like mine better. I'm sorry, I do. I like all the junk that we put in there. I think that turned out so cool. Okay, we're going to do have a treat-filled night up at the top. So we're going to use that one. And I kind of, let's see, what does our... Let me look at this guy. I'm thinking, how about silver embossing for the sentiment? Aw, that is so sweet. So Shay says, oh my God, Mozzie is loving hearing you say his name. Hi, Mozzie. So I think I'm going to put that in silver on here. You guys like that idea? I think silver is going to be pretty. Because we've been using gold. One thing I have noticed on these, and I tell Todd his stuff. I mean, I give him my opinion on some of the stuff he's working on. He gives his opinion on some of the things I do. Sometimes, maybe. And what he basically said is when I did all of that gold splatter. Do we need splatter on this? We need splatter. That because I did the sentiment and the splatter in the same color, you couldn't read as much of the silver on black. Will it be readable on white much? Oh, yeah, that's true. I could do silver splatter and then gold words, or I do have other colors. I think we're gonna start off with the splatter because I have to do splatter. And some of it might get on the black and some might get on the white because I should have done it before. Oh, that's a lot of splatter. That's going to be cool. So do we want gold or do we want silver or do we want both? He's got a huge smile. I think I'm going to start off with silver. This one is full because I never use it. I use gold a lot more than I use silver. Meow. So the Todd just meowed at me because he just made it in. I think I need to... And I think I need to make it a point to use silver embossing powder more this year for our Christmas. I really don't see where it went on here, though. Where did the silver go? Is it hiding from me? Is my embossing powder not working? I don't see it. Gonna have to do that again, because I don't see it. It doesn't look like it actually did anything. It just didn't stick. Most of the time, I have not had a problem.
I have trail treasure for you.
Okay. Guys, it's kind of like when you have a cat. Sometimes they bring you things that you don't really want. So he calls this trail treasure. So he brought me things that have been run over in the car. Buy a car. Yeah. Jen said, yeah, you might have. Jen said, hi, Smiley Todd. Probably because lately you have been grumpy face Todd. Okay, you can see I sprayed a lot more on there this time. It may have absorbed into the paper more than it should have. And I poured a lot of it on there. So now you can see where it is supposedly sticking to the paper. I have not had that problem before. It is just not working. I don't know if it's I'm going to not do that. Let's try it with the gold and see if the gold works, because maybe this embossing powder is just, I don't know why it wouldn't be good. What a sweet cat. Shay says, what a sweet cat. Okay, I'm going to do it on, actually I'm going to do it again with this, just on this. And we're going to see, because I don't understand why it's not working. It should. Okay, I put a lot of water on there this time. And I can see a lot of the embossing on there. I'm going to blow it from the top again, because I can't really blow the other from the bottom. And see if maybe I'm just blowing it off. And making sure that this can actually emboss. Because it should, and it's sticking. Maybe I just didn't put enough. Yeah, it's working. I don't know why it didn't work on that other panel. And yes, it's getting hot. Because I started thinking maybe there was something wrong with my embossing powder, and there's not. My embossing powder is fine. Okay, we're going to do it again. Because now that I'm doing this, I want some friggin' splatter. I want some friggin' silver splatter on here. It is absorbing into the cardstock very fast. And this is just regular cardstock. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe because it's been sitting over there for so long? I don't know. So I think what I'm doing is I'm waiting too long in between. So I'm going to do it one more time, and we're going to put a bunch of... I didn't want it there. There. That's okay. We're going to try it anyway. Putting a ton of the stuff on there. Now I can see where I've got a lot of embossing powder on it. Thing is, I didn't need to use that much. I am always afraid of the stuff that you put in the clip. I think I did delete the one where you took a picture of you guys looking at my nose, because that's not entertainment. It is not wanting to work on here. I'm only getting a little bit, and you saw I put a lot on there. It is just absorbing straight into this piece of card, and this is just regular cardstock that has been sitting in my stash for a while. I have no idea why it's not wanting to work. So I'm going to get this one big splotch on there. So we have a little bit of silver on there. And that, of course, is from right behind where I planned on putting my thing. All right, this is just not, it's not worth it to keep going with that one. Was it today, honey? Ruth, if you're doing it during the stream, I don't look at them during the stream because can't. I'm working on stuff with you guys. I know you want me to see it like immediately, but I can't. Love you. Mean it. Okay, so the card is pretty warped. I still kind of want it on there. It's not working with this. It's not, okay. I'm going to stop in the middle of the stream. Give me a second. I will look. I probably already looked at it and just went past it. So love you, and I love that you're doing that for me, but I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking at his. Clip it. So you clipped a picture of Todd's face. Yeah, I did, and okay, so what you did is you taken a picture looking at my where I was showing you guys the chrome base plate, and it did look at my face, and I didn't say anything. It's just I do look at them, but I don't always do anything with them. It just depends on what it is. I did stuff with your feet, so thank you. Okay, so Christina was watching Bitty Penny, and she is here now. Fabulous. Thank you, Miss Christina. I'm having issues with the embossing over water. For some reason, it's not wanting to work on this specific piece of card. I tried it out on another because I thought maybe it was the embossing powder, and it wasn't. So I'm going to attempt to do this sentiment still in silver, and we're going to see if that does. Yeah, the thing is I didn't want to have to go and find other things to do it with, because I have other things. Okay, we were going to put... I can put him here. I can put him here. Okay, if I put him over here, we do have a little bit of the silver showing. Okay, I'm going to put him on this side. And then I think I'm going to run the whole thing through my die cutting machine just to flatten it out, because it is a little warped and I don't like that it's warped. All right, let's take some, I'm going to take some black ink, and we're going to have a treat filled night up here in the corner. I think it looks pretty straight, so I'm going to go with it. And even though I know it hasn't been doing it, thing is, this isn't watercolor cardstock, but for some reason it's just plain cardstock. It's just been sitting in my stash for a while, so I don't really understand why it's doing that. Plus, you can emboss on watercolor paper, so it's just weird. Maybe it is absorbing. Yeah, it might be absorbing into the other card. I don't know. Okay, have a treat-filled night. And then with some silver over the top of that. And the sentiment is doing really nicely. So that part was good. I think you guys want me to try at least one more time. Maybe the paper just don't feel like getting wet. It feels like an invisible force field. And you may be right on that. I do kind of want to have some, though. And then we're going to run it through my Platinum 6. Yeah, my water is just not wet enough. You can actually, when you look at it as I spray it, you can see it soaking in real fast. I mean, that is just the weirdest thing. I don't understand at all. And then as I tap it off, I'm actually tapping off more than what you would expect. It has rabies, yeah. Yeah, it is not sticking. It is just not wanting to stick. So I got a little bit more on there. That's going to have to be it. I'm going to leave it at that. It is interesting, but yeah, I think it has rabies. The card is just absorbing the water. Maybe it thinks it's dehydrated. I don't know. Usually in Florida, everything has too much water because it rains all the time. Only thing is, if I try to heat it from underneath, it's not going to really get to it because I've got 2 layers of card for it to go through. So that's why I wasn't going to do that. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine real quick to try to take care of some of the warpage though. Just to try to flatten it out a little bit. Might help if I put the thing all the way on there. Maybe the witch is keeping it for the brew. Very possibly. It's the witch's fault. Okay, that looks better. That is a lot flatter. I like that. Yeah, it's working with sentiment ink, but yeah, I'm just going to go with it. And we're going to go with it. We're going to leave it as is. This is going to be fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. And then this guy, we're going to put him right there. And then we can put our little ghosties on there. Haven't decided which side I want my ghost to go on. Honey, it's almost 2 hours because we started on time. So I know I'm already running late. Eventually, I'll get it down to an hour because that's going to be my goal. And I think I am going to keep... Okay, the Todd just laughed at me. You didn't hear him. He just laughed because I said that eventually I would get it down to an hour. If I hadn't have done all the extra stuff, like if I hadn't have done all of the sprays and the paste and the bubbles, then yeah. Okay, there's our card. Done. Done. I don't even think I want to add any sequins to it. I think that looks fine. Are you guys happy? If you guys are happy, tell me in the chat. Oh, Todd's vote of confidence is a laugh. Yeah. And Stephanie says, yes, they heard your laugh. He's in the kitchen. He's on the other side. Was it an evil smirking laugh? Yes, it was. Okay, you guys look like you are happy with the card. I do think that it turned out cute. Yeah. So if you joined us, we are doing a giveaway. So if you want in on the Todd's feet, if you want in on the giveaway to win this card, go ahead and
interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Dang it, I got interrupted again. Anyway, if you want a chance to win this card, go ahead and type into the chat !join. We are about to do the giveaway. As always, there are... Hello, Miss Kathy. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for popping in, honey. Be sure to type in !join to get in on the giveaway. And I'm going to start putting my dies away and making sure I put them with the correct die set because I have 2 die sets out. And the easiest way to see what goes with this one, ! Yes, perfect, perfect. So we have 19 people in the drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dies. Perfect. Now I can put this away where it belongs in its sleeve. Except I'm going to take them back out when I do pictures. Okay, we'll put that away for a moment. And then these guys go with our other die set. You used another one from our 12 Days of Halloween. This one was from day 8 where we had, this one was so cool. Too bad they don't have a couple or shaped straw die. This works perfect though. This was great. Oh, you're just talking about the people. These are little dies that are for the Halloween stuff. We don't need all the other stuff, but that doesn't mean you can't add them to your other things. Just like I just pulled dies from 2 different die sets, you can pull your dies from all of your stash, whatever you have in your stash, and combine things. That's what they're there for. Okay, 19 people in the drawing. I need to have lunch, and then I need to work on editing some videos because I have stuff to do as usual. And I will be seeing you guys again tomorrow at noon. So as a reminder, tomorrow at noon. Also want to remind you that right now at scrapbook.com, along with the regular sale that they have, they're also doing free shipping. A link to their shop. My affiliate link, it should be popping up in the chat for you guys. So there's that, and then we do have some events coming up in the month of September for all of your crafty, to help you with crafty inspiration. We actually have 3 of them that I'm involved with. Only one that I'm in. The other ones I'm actually just promoting. So Justine is doing the 12 Days of Christmas, 12 different Christmas card videos. We have the Maker's Retreat with Aaron Reed, and there's going to be light up cards and stuff in that too, because Pearblossom Press. And then we have the Art of Handmade Crafting, Art of Handmade Summit that I am in. Ruth says that she's wanting to know if the free shipping is US only. Usually they have another deal if it is for just US only, and let me look and see what it says on there. I'm just going to go ahead and click my link and go to their site. So it just says free standard shipping. Free standard shipping on any order of $75 or more. Shop any items you want in this scrapbook.com site. It doesn't, okay, please note if you are using another shipping option, postal, international, or expedited, you can still enjoy some savings. Enter code SAVE at checkout to get $7 off of a $75 purchase instead. So you do still save. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys and the stuff that's going on for the 2 different events. And I saw that you have all the tickets, Miss Stephanie. Thank you so much. I know that they usually do another deal too. So Leslie, you're correct. It was for just the continuous states, but they did also give a discount for international too. So that is wonderful on their part. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. And then we will be back tomorrow. I'm looking at too many different decks. So I've got my Stream Deck on my desk. I have my virtual Stream Deck up on my screen. So we already did that, but oh, I just need to select somebody. Well, isn't that fun? Everybody ready to go? Does anybody want to win this card? I forgot that I'd done that. Isn't that fun? Okay, drum roll. And the winner is gonna be... Winner is Miss Stephanie! Stephanie58. Thank you so much, honey. I'm going to go ahead and put the giveaway form in the chat for you. It's also listed at the top of the description box on YouTube. So be sure to fill out the form so I can send out the card. I'm hoping to send those out probably the first part of the next week. And that's a bunch of them. This is number 12. Yeah. Isn't that just lovely? I love this. And Jen is reminding you guys tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. And before we go, I do want to roll credits and thank all of you guys for doing everything you do. So thank you to all my channel members and Twitch subs and to everybody who participated in our stream today with all the chatty chats and all the effects and all the things. You guys rock. Thank you so much again. And Ports, I didn't see that name before. Anyway, welcome in to all the new folks that have popped in, and I'd love for you to come back again and hang out with us again tomorrow. So until then, bye. I will be live again tomorrow and on Monday and on Tuesday night. I don't know if I'm going to be doing more of the midday, but if this is a good time slot for you guys, be sure to leave that information down in the comments below the video. after we're done. So I will see you guys later. And yeah, bye guys. It might help if I get to the right button. Bye.